The following is a fictional broadcast. Everything you heard up to this point was false. You didn't hear of an interstellar war. You didn't hear of a space station crashing in the Nevada desert. Anyone who says otherwise is the following: a liar, delusional, insane. Do not listen to this audio and enjoy.
You call destruction of private property, system-wide war, risk of exposure, and that massacre you both pulled in Vegas self-defense. There are corpses of different agencies all over our outer wall. Their squad leaders have been found with their hands around each other's throats. They look like they killed each other. Now, it's been a while since I had to break out my old deduction skills, but that sounds to me like foul play. Where's your proof that it isn't?
After that little incident with Liaison, the Joy Agency made 2 more assassination attempts on a royal. The first by roping the BIT into invading our HQ, and the second when a lone Joy tried to sabotage our defenses on the inside. Each of which were an attempt to kill Aje'l Vos'l.
Who?
The Unintended Terror, that's her name.
The royal one? Based on what proof?
Notice the hole in the head?
You really ought to stop dropping their corpses like that. I'm worried you may have problems. Wait a minute. That's one of our terrorist points. You made a bullet out of it?
Technically she did. She wanted to give us a fighting chance since their bullets wouldn't have worked. The Joy Agency thought they would use the BIT's emergency procedure to kill any UTs that came out. Had they succeeded, then Prime would have wiped out a valuable ally and a friend. She wouldn't have been willing to donate her points to us if she didn't think we needed them.
Is this true, Your Highness?
Yes, it's true. Had your agent not risked his life for a ceasefire, the Joy Agency and the BIT would have killed me. The Joys would have overrun the place, and everything you stood for would have been gone in an instant. All he's guilty of is providing evidence. Someone made a call to the BIT's leader regarding my status, and they fought each other to the death.
And Prime?
Since I'm the last authority on my planet, and Prime destroyed my planet, the declaration of war has already passed between the two of us. The only way our war would end is if either one of us surrendered or died, and seeing what he did to my race and that private property you wrote it as, it's obvious surrender wasn't an option. That being said, we made peace with the remaining Joys, for now.
I see. I respect everything you've went through, so I'm going to try to reduce as much of the consequences as possible. However, there still needs to be an example set. Agent, you're going to have to go under Test 9 again. However, due to your valiant efforts, it's only going to be reduced to a day.
If he's going, I'm going. We're in it together.
Are you sure? It's a pretty harsh procedure.
I had my planet destroyed, and nothing can really top that.
Okay then. Agent, may I talk to you in private?
Sure.
I'll supervise the island on the monitor. By now, our people should be setting foot. I gave them the order to start building a town. It's not much, but we should get back on our feet.
Okay then. Are you okay, kid?
Yeah, why?
Well, considering how Prime nearly choked the life out of you, I'm surprised you aren't at the very least suffering from PTSD.
Choking falls flat comparing to watching an evil dictator get torn limb from limb.
So I've heard. It was a pretty big risk you took to provide peace between the two. I was worried that you and the Queen would get us all killed.
Risks are a matter of faith in those willing to fight alongside you. And to be fair, we kind of work well together.
Alright, what is it with you two?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, don't give me that. You two were practically at the hip. I mean, last time I was here, that was one thing. I understand that she would want to be in contact with others after the affliction. But here she is, sitting on your shoulder everywhere you go. She's quick to defend you as much as you're quick to defend her. And to top it off, she's been stroking your hat. It's almost like you two were... No... You didn't... Did you?
No, we didn't get that far. We kissed, but yeah, we kind of have a thing for each other.
Well, I'm happy for you and all, but you should be careful. You became her blood brother and kissed her. Even without the terror affliction, who knows where she's been? She could have had some kind of pathogen.
Well, it's been a couple of weeks since the former and a few days since the latter. So far as nothing's changed.
Good to know. But that aside, I would advise caution. Interstellar romances don't always end well, and I know from experience there are so many complications, and any form of heartbreak could very well be the sparker of a war or worse tragedy of Shakespearean proportions.
I know that, but I can't change the way I feel about her and her to me.
I could always erase your memory.
Ever see Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? They could erase Jim Carrey's brain all they want, yet he still managed to find his way to Kate Winslet faster than she let Leo sink.
Good point. Just please be careful. If and when you realize it should end, at the very least, let her down gently.
Of course. You know, if I didn't know better, I could have swore you were kind of jealous.
Hey, just because I advise caution to one of my top agents doesn't mean I got a thing for them. If I am anything to your James Bond, I'm more of an M than a money penny, so where's the unaffected joys?
No one knows where they are, but so far, there have been no reports similar to Patient Zero. Hopefully they were serious about finding alternatives.
I hope so. You got 10 minutes before the test. Better get your girlfriend.
What was that all about?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a basic debriefing. Both of you have a 10-minute break before Test 9.
Okay, then.
So now that you're free of the joys, what do you have planned?
Well, I was hoping after the island settles, me and some of my people will go into space. Not very far, just a little ride around the solar system. If you can spare him, I'd like the agent to ride with me.
I'll see what I can do. After what you two went through, I'm sure you could use a vacation.
That was very brave of you wanting to take the test with me.
How bad can it be? Spiders. Joyce! The walls are moving. What is happening?
I didn't even turn the movies on and she's already tripping out.
It's okay, Aje'l. It'll be over in 24 hours.
Don't worry about me. Worry about those damn bats. They're everywhere. I keep seeing some weird man in the white car smoking weed and talking about gonzo journalism.
Jesus Christ, what did you put in this stuff?
Okay, I am never doing that again. The drug alone was bad, but the images of the mass human killers looked like they were going to come out of the screen and get us.
Now you know why the test scares me. You okay?
Nothing a nourishment drink won't fix.
Well, we just finished breaking down the chemical formula, so the first new batch should be ready.
Yummy. This tastes a little bit better than ours. Did you add some kind of flavor to it?
Yeah, it was more or less so we get tested on humans. They respond well when it's something they like the taste of.
That's understandable. Did you try any?
Yeah, it was very good. It's very filling, and it seems to eliminate my hunger for the day. This could help solve our food issue on Earth.
That's great. I'm glad you liked it, because you're going to need it for the ride. I kind of lied to the supervisor. I only want you to go with me. I figured you could use some time off from this place after everything you went through to help us.
I'm flattered. Plus, I always wanted to go to space. But how can we get up there? Your ship won't fit me, and my car can only go up into the air.
I have my ways.
No way. This is amazing. Your ship has a docking station for my car.
Yes. The Trojan horse pilot helped set it up for us after we rescued our race from Prime Station. There's plenty of room for us to be in the same space.
Well, give me a moment so I can dock it. It's so beautiful. I never thought I'd set foot up here.
It may be beautiful to you, but it's everyday highway to us. But I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you for this.
Thank you for saving my people. Agent?
Yes?
If it doesn't work out between us, would that affect our friendship in a bad way?
Of course not. Why do you ask?
This ride is our first date, and we've been enjoying it so far, but I would understand if one day we'd call it quits, should that day ever happen.
I understand. But I'm willing to take it as far as you want it to go.
Me too. You know, you'd make a great ambassador. You do what you can to help others, no matter what planet they're from.
Yeah, but to me it would be a desk job. I consider myself more or less a cop. A cop that deals with aliens on a daily basis, but still a cop.
Me too. You know, you'd make a great ambassador. You do what you can to help others, no matter what planet they're from.
Why not appoint someone to take your place?
I want to, but it has to be my offspring or the offspring of my previous chief. And our agreement on physical intimacy aside, I cannot imagine how painful or disturbing a hybrid between us would be, should we even be allowed to make one.
Why? Can't the chief produce more?
Oh, he has. They just haven't been born yet. Our conception is no different than yours, but I won't go into detail about the birthing, at least on our first date. It may disturb you. Just know that it takes longer than an average human birth.
I'll take your word for it. So where are we?
Venus, I heard a distress call, but the signal is too faint. The rainstorms are interfering somewhat, but it's the same message over and over again.
Let me hear it.
Euros here. Raisomet. Stichnium. Supply.
I can barely make it out. It's not like any Venusian I ever heard.
That's because it's not. It's in English.
How is that English?
Does your recording have a reverse feature?
Yes.
Use it.
Okay, here it goes.
Helpless. Majit. Famous here. Very sorry. Helpless. Majit. Famous here. Very sorry. Helpless. Majit. Famous here. Very sorry.
Of course, they want us to restore their machine.
They must have remembered how to shut it off while the ships were fighting the Joys.
I should have known. Venus rotates on the opposite direction of Earth, so their languages are just like yours, but only backwards.
We need to set this baby down.
Yes, but we need to get to those switches without the acid killing us.
Then we go to Earth. I got a friend who may help us. Thank you for listening. You will remember this.
You brought your recorder on our date?
I bring it everywhere.
That's creepy.
So it makes my job easier. Even on off days, you never know what's going to happen.
Good point, but it's still creepy.
I am not going to win this one, am I?
Nope, and it's still on, by the way.
Son of a bitch.